This winter will be very difficult for Europeans because we big energy crisis and obviously the problem of price for gas, energy generally. Obviously, frankly, some of EU countries well prepared for this situation, like my country, for Poland, but for example Germany, but Sweden also. Last news from this country had big problems. Well, I think the situation is really difficult and is, I think, the biggest challenge for European Union for last few decades, more than in war in Balkans 30 years ago. European Union is united in this issue, maybe not united in many other, but in this issue we are really united. Well, the problem is that we mentioned that this war will be very long, and we don't expect that after winter or spring, with the end of this war, we expect rather really long conflict in Eastern Europe and obviously every economic impacts of that. Well, I'm not pessimistic, I'm realistic, and I don't expect fast end of this war. Well, it's the huge responsibility of Russia. For Russia, every time the energy was political ammunition, and Kremlin used export of gas, for example, as instrument of foreign policy, interesting not only against enemies or neutral countries, but also for supporters of Russia, like Armenia and Belarus. I think it still will be the instrument of imperial policy of Moscow. I am a great supporter of access of Türkiye to European Union, but not as friend of Türkiye, because in our European interest is access of Türkiye, because European Union must be larger, stronger, and access of Ankara guarantee that our international position, our EU position, will be bigger. It's not Turkey only interest, it's especially interest of the European Union, and it's the reason that Poland very systematically support this idea, frankly, despite the attitude of Germany and France. But for long term, I think it will be very need for Europe if Turkey will be part of political Europe.